take in birds from throughout the country, mainly from the northwest, but they do come from further afield. A lot are injured, orphaned, sick, or just simply lost. We take in around about 2,000 birds each and every year, and of those 2,000 we do get just over 1,000, just over 50% back to the wild.
For almost 50 years, the Three Owls Bird Sanctuary has been looking after sick birds and releasing them back into the wild, but now the centre's future could be under threat because of red tape that means it's officially classed as a zoo.
Now they've looked into it and say that in their eyes we're operating as an unlicensed zoo. We've looked at the paperwork and said we're not, because we don't keep birds for exhibition, which is what the law is about. The birds are here for their care and welfare and eventual release back to the wild. But the council are refusing so far to back down.
In this enclosure we've got around 50 owls and some kestrels as well. The majority of them are tawny owls like the ones behind me. They're all over 30 years old and they wouldn't survive if they were released in the wild, so this is their permanent home. And it's this sanctuary work which is an important part of what happens here. Visitors are only allowed on site between specific times and when they're accompanied, but even that could force the council to apply zoo regulations.
Quite simply, we wouldn't be able to meet all those requirements. The requirements of the zoo licensing are extensive. It would very much restrict the quantity of birds that we would be able to take in, which everything is going against what we're set up here to do. We are a sanctuary and a hospital.
The council is very supportive of the work that Mr Fowler does in relation to injured birds and helping injured birds. The problem arises, I think, when people are shown round and there are guided tours, and it's that aspect of the legislation that causes particular difficulty. Having said that, I think there will be options that we can work with Mr Fowler on to try and take him outside that legislation.
If the council decide that they want to apply zoo licensing, then it will mean the end of all the birds here. The sanctuary would be bankrupt overnight, all of the birds would be destroyed, and really that is not what we want to happen.
It'll now be the new year before any talks can take place that should make the site's future any clearer. James Webster, Channel M Today.